I'm Brittany Lewis with Forbes Breaking News. Joining me now is Congressman Anthony D'Esposito. Congressman, thanks for joining me once again.
Thanks for having me.
We sit here a little less than 3 weeks after Donald Trump survived an assassination attempt at a political rally in Pennsylvania. And since then, you introduced legislation that would require every full-time House employee to undergo active shooter training. Can you talk to us a little bit about your bill?
Sure. I think that, quite frankly, it was surprising to me that it wasn't something that's already mandated by those who work on Capitol Hill. I mean, if you think and you look at the threats, the security threats that we have across this nation, there are many facilities in Washington, D.C. and on Capitol Hill that are at the top of that target list. We are often seen as, the epicenter of democracy. It's a place where we welcome thousands upon thousands of protesters each year who are there about the issues that they are passionate about. So, quite frankly, I'm a little surprised that it wasn't already in place. But after the assassination attempt on President Trump, I think it's one of those. It's an idea that is a proactive approach looking forward. As someone who has spent a career in emergency management, both in the fire service and law enforcement, after a large-scale incident, you always have a critique, and you say to yourself, "What can we do better next time?" After every emergency, you say, Are we more prepared now than we were before the last one?" And I think that this is an opportunity for us to be prepared better for, God forbid, if this were to ever happen again.
After that assassination attempt, you really saw bipartisan calls questioning, A, how did this happen, amongst other things. But is there bipartisan support for your legislation?
I mean, we'll see. I'm hoping. I think it's common sense legislation. I think that I don't believe that education is ever wasted to give our staffers and our coworkers the ability to train in an active shooter situation. Not only is it better to prepare them and to prepare our staff, but it makes the lives of law enforcement professionals a little bit easier because, God forbid, we are in that situation. Anyone who has lived through any type of shooting or any type of incident like that, there's a lot of emotion and people do get scared and people don't know how to react. And I'm not saying that training will prepare everyone to react exactly how we want them, but I think that having that bit of training not only will probably bring comfort to our coworkers and our staffers on Capitol Hill, but it'll allow law enforcement professionals to do their job better.